Kia ora everybody, Chris Farhi here, Bayleys Insights and Data team. We've got Ankur Dakwale. In this video, we'll give you a quick update on the latest conditions in the housing market as we enter December 2023. So nearly Christmas time, which is exciting. So in this video, we cover some house price stats, a couple of recent sales examples and the outlook for the market. Kia ora Ankur, how are you, man?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good day. And so mate, key takeouts this month, like what are we seeing?
Yeah, so the key takeouts is that the market is starting to recover. We've been kind of talking about it for the last couple of months of when the inflection point is, and now we can conclusively say it. The new government's policy is likely to provide a bit more of a boost, and this is on the investor side as well as the occupier side.
So then getting into the stats, right, latest stats from REINZ and realestate.co.nz. Ankur, sales activity past month?
Sales activity improving, so we had 5,600 sales during October 2023.
Yep.
Compared to the same time last year, it is up from 5,200.
So a bit of a boost in sales numbers. Supply of homes for sales getting a bit tighter. So October there was 25,600 homes for sale compared to 26,600 same time last year, so slightly down. And then the flow of new listings has been a bit lower as well than what we'd see in a typical October. And then going over to house prices, right? Obviously the thing that we're interested in.
Yeah, so the house prices are rising. So if you look at the New Zealand house price index, and this has been rising for the past 5 months, the low point was during May. So we can say that the bottom of the market was during May. And now it's about 4% above that low point of May.
Yeah, quite interesting how it's already bumped up a fair amount from that low point. So that's just something to watch. And then as we enter the regions, the results are generally positive.
Yeah, so as expected, Auckland has the strongest positive trend for house prices, but we've got Wellington, Gisborne, Hawke's Bay and Southland also doing well over the past 6 months.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. And then if we look at the median house price for the month, that was $795,000 for October. And so just to give you a sense of what you could actually buy at that level, here's 3 examples. So first off, we've got one in Henderson in Auckland.
Yeah, so first up we have 174 Universal Drive in Henderson. This is an auction that was brought forward, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom on 329 square meters. It was a recent renovation and this was sold by Ada Shu, Nicolin de Bruyne and Tanya Shin from Bayleys One Tree Hill.
And then down the Waikato we've got 85 Kensington Street in Putaruru. Headline here, vendors' plans are set. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on 827 square meters, built in 2012, double glazed and has large garages. This one was sold by Stacey Prophet from Bayleys Matamata.
And moving further south, we got 10 Westmorland Avenue in Darfield in Canterbury. Now this is when only new will do. It's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on 675 square meters. New build home in Cressy Oaks, and this was sold by Joe McIntosh, Adrian Goodiev and Karen Beatty from Bayleys in Darfield.
And so casting our sort of view onto the outlook for the market, if we went back 12 months ago, things were a little bit grim. So we had uncertainty around interest rates, we had prices falling, but things have changed quite substantially since then. So we've just touched on prices. Obviously we've seen pretty steady growth for several months now. And then on interest rates, we've had a bit of interesting stuff over the past month.
Yeah, so during October, we saw the financial markets pricing in the higher interest rates. Over November, we've seen these interest rates track a little bit lower. We're filming this actually on Wednesday, 29th of November, and RBNZ has just confirmed that they're holding the OCR steady at 5.5%. And the commentators are generally picking that the OCR has peaked on the cycle.
Yeah, and so on this, we've seen some commentators discussing potential reductions in interest rates. But to be fair, the commentators have been like flip-flopping around for a little bit, so their crystal ball is probably as good as anyone in that regard. And then casting our minds onto, I guess, the outlook, there's 2 interesting things that are coming through the market at the moment, right? So we've got this massive gain in migration. We've been talking about it all year. What was the most recent stat?
Most recent stat was 118,800 people coming into the country over the past 12 months.
Yeah, so that's a big net gain, right? They all need housing. Now foreign buyer bans means they probably won't be buying straight away, but they will be renting. And we're seeing pressure into the rental market, more activity from first home buyers, which could well be connected to that. And then with the change in government, we'll probably see a surge in investor activity. And so that sort of nicely takes us to the change in government.
Yeah.
So Ankur, what's the quick download on this?
Yeah, so we're seeing the first round of announcements being made. We've got the interest deductibility, which will be restored progressively over the next few years, and this is expected to boost demand from investors again. The changes to the foreign buyer ban didn't happen. Now, this was always a bonus, so it's going to be business as usual in the market. Some vendors of their high-end homes who'd been holding off just in case this did come through might re-enter the market again.
A lot of the other changes, so there's some around housing density, various sort of residential tenancy stuff around pet bonds, no cause termination. Those sort of issues probably won't have a dramatic impact on the market straight away, but they are things to watch as well. Yeah, so overall, to sum up, Ankur, like, how do we sort of pick the market at the moment?
Yeah, so our pick of the market is the market is recovering. Prices are likely to continue rising gradually. The recovery is expected to be driven mainly by stabilized interest rates, so less uncertainty for where interest rates will rise to, migration, and of course support of government policies as well.
Yeah, so it should be an interesting time as we get into the sort of summer selling season. So with that said, we'll wrap it up here. Cheers, Ankur.
Thanks, Rose.
And we'll see you next time. Yeah.
See ya.